Greetings, YouTube. Happy Wednesday, or as some of you are referring to, Weapon X Day. We have not one, not two, not three, but 4 new messages in the in-game inbox to discuss Alliance Wars Season 16. Good luck, everybody. I don't think I've fought in the last 10 seasons, and I'm very thankful for that. If you are stressed out, if this game is too much, if you feel like you just don't have the love of what it was once upon a time, but you're doing stressful Alliance War, let me tell you, when you move to a semi-retired Alliance Quest-only Alliance, it's like getting some of your soul back. And that's what I've been saying. Now, trust me, there are some people out there who said, Prof, I get a little offended every time you talk about that because Alliance War is literally the only reason why I still play this game. For those people, I totally respect you. You just have a different way of playing than I do, and that is fine. But for me, it's all about just relaxing. Okay, if you still have some Shattered Heart Crystal Shards in your inventory, don't let them go to waste. From February 26th, you can buy Lesser Love Juice or Love Juice, and that will give you some potions, I guess. So also you have until March 11th to fill your champion's health with Love Juice before those potions degrade into regular health potions. So, okay, cool. That is good to know. Okay, now on to another one. We have the official announcement in the in-game inbox of what we've already talked about, and that is the month of March, from the solo objectives to the International Women's Day Boss Rush to the Feeling Green events. I'm really kind of fascinated about those. It says use specific champions to earn points, which will reward your revived champion boost and even a special 4-star green crystal. But I just feel like at this point, like special 4-star crystals is what they gave us 2 to 3 years ago. And so to be able to do that in 2020 when you can't even take 4 stars into Act 6, it feels like there should be a progression jump. Like 4-star special crystals are fine for people who are working to become uncollected. But for those of you who are Act 6 only, it should be a special 5-star crystal. And I'm very passionate about that. I feel like the game knows that, and they're just not doing it. But today is only for Uncollected Act 6 people and Act 5 Chapter 2 people. So Uncollected and Cavalier. And we have a Tier 5 basic bundle, which we're going to start talking about. Now, I got to say, YouTube, Tier 5 basic catalysts have gone down in value, and I'm thankful for that. This used to be what $200 would cost you. Believe it or not, our first ever Tier 5 basic catalyst fragment deal was 4,500 Tier 5 basic catalyst fragments for $99.99 under the price of an Odin. That is now doubled and cost a tenth of the price, from $200 to $20. And I think this is an extremely reasonable price. I'm going to give this Tier 5 basic bundle to start, this first level of it, an A. I think that's an exceptionally fair asking price from Kabam. Sometimes in these, you get a Tier 1 Alpha or 2 in, and that would be nice. But for Tier 4 Basic and 9,000 Tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragments for $20, I say, great. That's the best we've seen for $20 as far as I have been keeping track, and I've got my notepad next to me. And I think that $20 is one of those things where people can pay it. Now, obviously, if you're nowhere close to forming your next Tier 5 Basic Catalyst, you probably want to hold off. But look at me. I'm about 13,120 away from forming my next Tier 5 Basic. That bunch of 9,000 bundled with the next week of Alliance Quest rewards would get me there. So I just want to remind you all that this is something that is a very reasonable price given what it used to be, literally 10% of the outrageous first cost of it. But let's go back to that deal, because normally when it says bundles, it's multiple tiers, and it also limits one. So you start out with $20, and now they're giving you the Tony Stark's briefcase, which brings you to the normal price of these, which is $50. And $50 will get you 22,500, or half of a Tier 5 basic catalyst. You'll also get 3 more Tier 4 basics and 100,000 gold. So you get a little bit better value, but I still don't think it's really that much of a leap up. For $30 more, I would expect maybe a Tier 4 class catalyst selector to be thrown in there, or at worst, maybe 5 of your Tier 1 alphas. but it doesn't give you that much. You also normally have in this kind of second tier, at least for $50, one, if not a chance for 1.5 tier 2 alpha catalysts. We do not see that in this offer either. So I would actually say that the second offer, because it's asking for more than the first offer plus $10, right? From $20 to $50, more than twice the price when you factor in the first one. I think I'm going to give that second offer a B minus. Collectively, it's a B, but the first offer for $20 is the A. All right, now we get the Black Panther's Treasure. This is usually together the cost of an Odin. This is no different. It's $49.99 for that third tier, and of course, this is American dollars. Those of you in Canada and other countries are shaking your head saying, no, Prof, it's actually more for me than what you're talking about. The Ultimate Tier 5 Basic Bundle. All right, this gets you the second half of the Tier 5 Basic, which is the same value as the first two bundles. So you get a fully formed Tier 5 Basic for $100. Even though $100 is a lot of money, it is encouraging to see that this is a quote-unquote normal day deal, as we normally only see this kind of offer on days like July 4th and Cyber Weekend, which is not normal at all. One Tier 2 Alpha, which is ludicrous. This should be at least 2 Tier 2 Alphas, and the other bundles should have Tier 2 Alpha fragments in them as well. It's so weird that this is the first one of the 3 that gets that, and then 250,000 gold, and that's it. No Tier 4 basics in this one. You know, YouTube, the value is consistent among these 3, but if that's the case and they're not giving you a huge jump, because the Ultimate tier also sometimes has those scammed Tier 5 class Catalyst fragment crystals, I'm going to go A for the first one, B minus for the second one, and probably a C plus for the third one. Now, if you need a Tier 5 basic to take that 5-star you've been waiting years to take up to rank 5, or maybe that 6-star to rank 2, and this is going to get you there, and you know you're going to use that champion every day, I totally support the idea, if you've got the money, to actually make that upgrade happen. But if you don't and you want to spend a relatively small amount of money to get a solid offer, just buy the $19.99 Tier 5 Basic Bundle. It is the best $19.99 value we have seen for Uncollected and Cavalier players for Tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragments, and it gets the rare A grade from me. Remember, I love promoting pro player offers that make Kabam quite a bit of money, but also don't screw over the player with an RNG-dependent trash, and this is the opposite of that. You aren't spinning any crystals to try to get these Tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragments. They're guaranteed, and that makes me happy, and hopefully that makes you happy. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.